Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Roberta Brown. How you doing? First on the Mighty Tribe, Shah Yar. Good morning, and Barbara. Good morning, Narcissus Coach, and all the way from Hungary, transferred today, and praying for a beautiful, beautiful baby coming your way. Let's see, Katie Parker, Sally Robinson, Ken Brimmer, Jonathan, Healing Up, and Amy Perrin, Cheryl Morgan, Mariah S. Good morning. How's everyone doing on this beautiful God-given day? It's Monday, the 28th of August. It's a great, great day. New Jersey, good morning. Linescence from New Jersey. Carl, how you doing? It's Godson. Good morning to you. It's a great day. The Dr.Kiltz Instagram, the See My Fertility Instagram, the YouTube, Facebook, and of course the Mighty Tribe. It's a great Monday. I'm in Sarasota getting our inspection to get our OR going. The lab is going great. Emma and the team are doing wonderful down here. Really proud of everyone. It's a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, amazing day in God's paradise. I got in the cold pool, the warm hot tub, a little meditation and prayer to start the day. Always thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Always thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. And that's the simple way to start the day. Always, 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 right? FD, good morning from Canada. Rhonda Britt, how are you doing? It's a great day in God's paradise. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. What are you reading? What are you listening to? And what are you watching? What things are you putting in your mind that's going to inspire you on this great, good, God given day? Because God is the great creator of all things, and God is within each and every one of us. And you got to be his, her, its best amazing friend. And sometimes there's challenges and hardships. And when they happen, you have to imagine it's the training grounds to build you stronger, right? The hyper carnivore. Thanks for stopping in. Bevy, good morning. How are you doing, my friend? It's a great day in God's universe. Oh, Michael Langley, good morning from Weatherford, Texas. Thanks again, Anthony Chillo. A beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. And let's see, do you do cold plunge? Yes, I think cold plunges are good. Cold showers are good, and go for a walk out in the cold, cold winter day for a little bit, not too long. Make sure you don't lock the door behind you. And Linda from rural New Hampshire. Hey, Linda, how you doing? It's a great day. Thank you for stopping in. All right, Terry Lynn Plank, good morning. Shar C, South Carolina. Katie Parker, good morning, all. Sorry to say I'm not feeling well this week. Fever, cough, sore throat. Any carnivore tips? Bone broth, bone broth, and let's see. Oh, some mineral water I think is really good, but sure, certainly you got to do the bone broth. That really helps a lot. And rest and fasting. Fasting is lasting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Jonathan Fay, Luke is in the house. How you doing, Jonathan? It's a great day. Healing. Mariah S. and Amy Perrin on her walk in Maine, and this is a walk about life. Remember, you don't have to run, you don't have to sprint, but if you want to do some sprints, I was watching Ken Berry and Sean O'Mara talk about the visceral fat, and really great, great segment, and do some sprinting, but you don't have to run. You could do your bike, you could do your swim, and you don't have to run. You don't have to do the extra, by the way. First day of school in Dixmont, Maine for this teacher. Awesome. Sally Robinson started with a cold plunge, part of a new routine. Again, it doesn't have to be long, and you might start by just getting in and getting out. You go slow and easy. You start small and you grow big, and you're already the leader of your life because God's within all of us. Right on. Anthony Chillo, good morning. Sandy Whitlock McDougall from Maine, thank you for stopping in. Lisa Marie, hi Lisa, how are you today? It's a great day in God's paradise, and I always start by reading something positive, uplifting, spiritually connecting, right? I love to read the Bhagavad Gita, the New, the Old Testament, the Quran. Today, my favorite book is The Christ-Based Teachings by Don Curtis. We'll put that out there for you a little bit, but first a little Norman Vincent Peale, positive thinking every day. All right, the 28th of August, Monday. If you've never really found the extraordinary person within you, do so. Then you'll start liking yourself. And with good reason. You are awesome and amazing. And look in the mirror, as my good friend Ben Wu likes to say, God is in the mirror. That's it. So simple. Right on. Sally, have a great day inspiring those young people every day. Remember, they're lionesses and lions. They're lions. We are lions. We are not pigs, cows, and sheep. Enough with that. Right on. And fat is not the cause of disease. Plant sugars and excessive amino acid protein consumption and eating 3 to 6 meals a day and negative thinking, right? You want to kind of clear that one out the window, get rid of it. And if you fail a test, oh my God, it's an opportunity that you've got to work on something to learn more, right? It's like the training grounds, right? That's it. You got to, David Goggins, never finished, right on. You're never finished. You're always learning. We're always growing, all of us, by the way. Let's see. I grew up in LA, kicked out of school in a gang, couldn't read. I failed plenty of things. I got plenty of D's on things. And eventually I realized that I was just sick on plants, and lions that are sick on plants become pigs, cows, and sheep. And then I felt like a pig some days and a sheep some days, and it didn't feel good. Lisa Sowich, thank you again. Denise Height, good morning from Central Pennsylvania. Promo Mike, how you doing, my friend? It's a God-given day. And cold water therapy, cold plunge, cold shower, cold pool, something, right? Dandry, good morning. How you doing? Sand Bella, good morning to you. Knee Walker, Walker 2, Umu 1975. Again, thank you so much. But again, you can find yourself by looking in the mirror and saying, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for this day and this life, no matter where you are and what's going on in this beautiful, beautiful, awesome, and amazing world. Right on. Good morning, doctor. Can you tell me your views in rice and pasteurized milk products such as cheese? Well, I don't listen. I think the pasteurized. If you read Pottinger's Cats, you'll realize that that pasteurized products and cooked meat probably is not so good for us, and cheese minimized, not significant, by the way. And I don't do milk; I do cream and butter. I do a little Kiltz's ice cream. I typically do one meal a day, and I typically do bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, and salt, and one meal a day. That's the best way. Infinite mindful meditative moments in the day. Always thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. I take 1 to 3, 10 to 15-minute naps, sometimes just 5 minutes. It's always the positive side of life, always thinking on the positive. Thank you so much, at Wati. I can be a little loud and crazy sometimes, but I put my headphones on, I get close to the mic, and so I can hear and vibrate with you, my friends, every single day. And if you haven't checked out my books on keto, carnivore, and the living your best life and daily inspirations, and you have to write your daily inspirations every day. And so, generally, Anton, I don't touch rice of any significance or frequency, and nor do I take milk products. Now, remember, breast milk is for babies. Everything and anything else is an occasional treat, but not all the time. Karen Warenrath, how you doing, Karen? South Orange County. Let's see. I too am excited. My friend was misdiagnosed with ALS. After 2.5 weeks of depression, they changed it to CIPD. God is great. CIPD. What is CIPD? Maybe that's the question, Karen. But again, the diagnosis of most disease is basically we gave you the wrong diet, and now you're diseased and having problems, right? Chris Freeman Worf, how you doing from West Virginia? Jay Latz, how you doing, my friend? Great day in God's paradise. Mango sorbet, it's so good. I love mango sorbet, but you don't want to eat it all the time, and you don't want to be eating oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk, cashew milk. By the way, they're not milk; they're basically they're squeezed plants that get the toxins that get into you is crazy, right? CIPD. Let's see, Karen, you got to tell me what that one is. Runabouts. How you doing? 36 East Grand Rapids. Good morning, Kiltzy. It's Kiltzy in the morning. It's a great day in God's paradise. I'm in Sarasota. I go back to Syracuse tomorrow. It's I think it's Dr. Banerjee and Dr. Fruki in Syracuse. It's Dr. Fink and Brandis in where are we at? Colorado Springs. Grossman Ditkoff in where are they at? In Albany, and it's a great day in God's paradise. Dr. Verdialis. Oh, I've got to call Dr. Verdialis. Remind me, please. Edita from Michigan, good morning, great day. Juju Berry, it's in God's paradise. It is God's paradise. What's the best thing to start a day with? The best, the best breakfast is meditation prayer. That's it. By the way, haha, it's my last name. It's Maori. Maori, thank you for stopping in. It's a great day. Unaraseed, is that it? Did I get close in any way? All right, a little Wayne Dyer to start the day. And I know you guys are reading something, listening to something positive to start the day. I know there's a challenge you've been going through and a hardship. And what you want to do is you want to give it up to the gods and be grateful for the things that happen in your life. And imagine that God's giving you a workout, right? Cold plunge, going up to the top of the mountain, going deep into the crevasses of the valleys in order to walk to the top of the mountain. You got to go to the bottom to get to the top, as they say. Right on. Always give it up to God. Mary McCarthy Huber, how you doing? All right. First day back to school for many people today. I know that the winning attitude is one that allows you to think of yourself as a winner all the time while still giving yourself room to grow. That is it. And be a student by staying open and willing to learn from everyone and anyone. And if you're having a fight with someone or you're feeling left out of something, I just want you to give it up to God and pray and say, thank you, God, Lord Creator, for this experience. And I'm learning and growing this and every day. And I love those people. All you need to do is go down the love list. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We've been talking about glycosylation and glycation and the glycobiome. And most people have never heard of the glycobiome. And we're going to be talking about that more this coming week. I've got a talk next Sunday with Stephen Thomas and Richard Schmidt, the UK carnivore, and keto. And it's going to be really, again, so opposite of anything anyone's learned. But glucose is not the energy for your cell. Glucose is another glycan critical for glycosylation. And glycosylation is the enzymatic addition of a sugar to a protein, to a fat, a lipid, or another sugar in order to make the molecule functional, properly charged, and the proper shape. Where glycation is the abnormal binding of a sugar to any of those things, which makes it dysfunctional. So when glycosylation is the normal binding, glycation is the abnormal binding. It's again, glucose is not the energy for the cell. No way. Signe Fjord, how you doing? Quinta Prados, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Juju Berry, again in paradise. Tim Clark from Gainesville, Georgia. How you doing, Tim? It's a great God-given day. And if you're not reading the Bibles, one of the Bibles, you must. Again, it's our human, social, cultural story that gives us the strength of the gods and recognizing that God's not out there. God's in here. And you're God. I know, it's like, really? Yes. Signe Fjord from Denmark. All right. Here's a good one from my good friend, Don Curtis. This realization leads us to the inevitable conclusion that there is a spiritual essence within us and throughout the universe in which we live and move and have our being. We call it God. We call it life. We call it truth. We call it love. Whatever it is, it is. This is the providence of the Christ-based teachings. This endeavor to reveal to us our true nature and the nature of God. We seek to understand such things as the nature of the universe and the nature of God, the nature of creation, the nature of man, and the process by which man relates to God and finds his rightful place in the universe. We learn how consciously to cooperate with what we call the law of mind and the law of God because God's within all of us. God's not out there. God's in here for all of us. And you have to have faith in God. Be kind, loving, generous. Kind, loving, generous, always. 5 hours a day since I started carnivore 50 days ago. I think that's fine. How you feeling, FD? If you're feeling fantastic, you're going in the right direction. It's so amazing, these concepts and ideas, are they not? All right. Look up protein toxicity and look up amino acid synthesis and degradation of amino acids. The interesting part about amino acids, and most people don't know this, they're converted in the liver to sugars and to fat. It's so simple, right? And your body's able to make the non-essential amino acids, but it cannot make the essential amino acids, so you must eat it. And I say you get it from eating fatty meat. That's the very best place for sure. Let's see, where'd we go down here? Did I miss a link there? All right, there's FD. All right. Mary Keenan, good morning from Dublin. How you doing? Anton. I was raised Roman Catholic. I consider myself a Catholic, Roman, Italian. That's my heritage. I consider myself Christian in philosophy, but I read all of it because Jesus Christ was a Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim. He's in all of it. And I would say we're all in all things. They're just stories, and the stories of the great, mighty creation of life, right? You have to read, let's see here, The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. Oh, rock on. But I'm in church always, by the way, always in church. Always in church, right? Johnny Midas, how you doing? Greetings from Palm Desert, California, brother. Hello to you, my friends. I love Palm Desert. I grew up in Silver Lake, LA, and Newport Beach. My grandmother had a trailer at Bayside Village, right on Coast Highway. Boy, the cars were really loud going back and forth, but we loved it. And eventually they made the road bigger, and she'd lost her trailer. And but it was a great place, and all over the globe, by the way. Life is grand. And if you're having challenges and troubles, you're getting a workout today in order to grow and create and learn. Those are the things that we go through in life. Right on. Johnny Midas, good morning. All right, some tips, Dr. Kiltz, from After Transfer, 9 days weights. I am on carnivore, stay carnivore. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, 1 meal a day. Have faith all the way. Extra fat, because fat suppresses inflammation in the GI tract, which suppresses inflammation all around the globe, right? More fat, and fat, you got to hit the gravy. It's gravy. And the gravy I use is butter. Butter is the sauce, and salt is the spice of life. Tips and struggle to starting out carnivore. Let's see, eat fattier cuts of meat when starting out carnivore. How do you get right fats in? Well, fat comes from an animal, and oils come from plants. Plant oils are deadly, and animal fats are fantastic. And that's why this idea, frog wa for New York. I mean, are they really serious? Like, they're we can name all the things that they're doing to kill other things, and yet they're worried about the ducks. Okay, fatty ducks. Fragua is healthy for all of us. And I say Fragua for New York. I love Hudson Valley Fragua, by the way, so check it out. But tips. Start leaner meat and then go fattier. Start leaner and go fattier, and add some butter. I just spread butter on my steak for sure. Let's see, Farzaleh, 1976. How about that? Good morning, brothers. Let's see, Blunt Tubes, a great day. Life is good. Guardian angel, God's our Father is our Creator. Our Father is in heaven because it's in our minds. You see, our father and our mother are in heaven because it's us. That's it. Let's see, going to walk in some of the things Creator. Oh my God, it's going so fast. I want to catch some of your words. You guys are great. Guardian angels, the things the Creator have broken. Guardian angels, please. Let's see. Be kind, generous, and loving to all. By the way, that's why we're all here. It's loving, kind, generous, and if you can't say something nice, say nothing right now. How about that? Linda McAllister from Minnesota. How you doing? We are going to do the 7:30 meetup tonight on the Mighty Tribe. So we're going to, I don't know if we're having a guest, but I'll be there. 7:30. That's it. Barbara. And let's see. The Immune 3 protocols, Kiltz is prednisone 10 twice a day, Lovenox 30 twice a day, Prograf 1 milligram twice a day. and do the weekly lipids or at least eat the fatty butter. I think that'll do fine. Angel Barrows, would it be okay to stop taking letrozole tomorrow if I'm keto flu? Letrozole IUI scheduled this month. Yeah, I think you can. But, if you want to just wait it out and bone broth, fatty bone broth, and no noodles. Sorry, no noodles. Don't do it. Let's see. Deli Diduman, is that it? Valentine, how you doing? Dandry, thank you for stopping in. Ruth Garcias Malares, good morning from Philippines. Natalie Charlotte, aloha from Canada. Thank you, Michael Selly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so let's see. You eat protein, breaks down to amino acids, it goes to the liver and it becomes sugar. That's it. So, Kristen Perry Knopfs, good morning from Canada. My brothers, my sisters all around the globe. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate you. And I've got to get to got 6 to 8 o'clock calls. Then I get to the Sarasota office where we're getting our inspection of our operating room in order to clear it for getting ready to do retrievals and transfers sometime in September. That's the first one planned. And again, it's simply taking care of people and helping to build babies. And one of the things I've learned as a fertility specialist is inflammation is a cause of all disease, including being infertile. And inflammation is caused by a plant-based, lean meat, low-fat diet. You got to eat the fat. That's it. Protein, what our body uses for energy. Duck, stitchy, chick. Nope. Fat is the energy for the human body, not amino acid proteins and not sugars. Sugars and amino acids must be converted to fat in the liver via insulin or you die. That's it. Fat is where it's at. And visceral fat and subcutaneous fat and bone marrow fat and intramuscular fat. Fat is the fuel always for the mitochondria. That's it. Naltrexone during IVF. Yes, I love it. Low dose naltrexone, LDN, 3 to 4.5 milligrams, usually our starting dose or usual dose. We stay on that. Michael Selly from Tampa Bay. Jennifer Carnivore, good morning to you. How you doing? Marvin Mallet, East Texas. Kindness is love with work boots on. Put your work boots on every day and love the job of life. And the job of life is work. Go to work. Get up early. Go to work early. Every single day. Stay late. Enjoy it. That's it. Grand Rising. Blessings, family, peace, and love from upstate New York. Johnny Johnson Jr. Thank you, my friend. God is good. God is great. And carry your Bible around with you, by the way. Whether it's the Quran, the New, the Old Testament, the Bhagavad Gita, the Tao Te Ching, or some spiritual positive text like Dr. Kiltz's Daily Inspirations. We're going to make a little handbook out of that. And the daily inspirations are simple. All you need to do is focus on positivity. Right on. How do you prepare pork belly? Oh, I love putting it in my, let's see, what is it called? The ceramic thing, which is the black pearl. I put it in the oven 200 degrees for about 3 to 4 hours. That's it. A little bit of salt, and I love it, love it, love it. I sag the grease. I eat the grease. And remember, plant fats are oils, which are not good for us in any significance. Rachel Carolyn, is protein powder safe after embryo transfer? I never eat protein powder. I eat meat, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and salt. I do not go to eating anything else. You can still get Kiltz's keto, but the keto carnivore, Kiltz's keto is carnivore. And the baby's way, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, 1 meal a day. And yes, you can have his ice cream from time to time, but not all the time. And you don't have to put a lick of white sugar in it, but amino acids and simple sugars go to the liver, and via insulin in the liver, they're converted to fat. Fat is not made in the periphery, and glucose is not used for energy in your cells, neither your brain. Nope. And essentially, I was reading yesterday that neuron cells, glucose goes into neuron cells without a let's say facilitator. But it says it doesn't go into the brain cells. But isn't the brain cells neuron cells? I don't know. I'm confused by most science. I think they're kind of like giving us science. Science is often snake oil in order to keep you thinking that sugar is your energy. So you'll keep eating it in order to stay weak and meek. And then you'll be the pig, cow, and the sheep, a domesticated animal. And then you're easily controlled. That is it. Blessings. Please, some tips, Dr. Kiltz. Absolutely. Faith and visualization and vision boarding, and be grateful for everything that happens. MCT oil powder to increase fat intake. I just eat butter, butter, cream, ribeye steak. That's it. Protein powder is not good for us. Where is protein powder from? See, you don't eat protein, right? You don't. You eat tissue from an animal. That's the healthiest thing you can eat. Fragua, like I love Hudson Valley Fragua. We got to support Hudson Valley Fragua and the fact that somehow New York City seems to say we're not going to allow duck liver to be sold in New York. I don't know. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense to me. Tom, good morning to you. How you doing, my friend? Great day. Karen, Warrenworth, chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. Oh my God, CIDP. Might have misspelled that. It's A-OK. But Karen, it's simply, just keep it simple. It's chronic and systemic inflammation. That's it. That can affect any organ system of your body or any cell of your body. Chronic inflammation secondary to a plant-based low animal fat diet. You see, you want to minimize the plants. You want to maximize the fatty meat. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, one meal a day. And you might occasionally have some French fries. I do from time to time, but and look at life. I fly airplanes, I drive cars, I walk across the street, I live with another human being. These things are dangerous. Miss T is kind and generous and loving to me. Protein powder, I never do. I never consume it. Eat real food. That's it. And if you have a salad sometimes, but I call salad nature's toilet paper. I don't touch it. Don't touch it. Chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, which is secondary to plant-based lean meat diet. Don't do it. It's deadly. I know. You see, the doctors are creating all these like very complicated stories, and I just can't figure it out. Jay Chadluck, mine at, 7-year-old, but now my daughter is using a full spectrum CBD gummies for ADHD, anxiety, ODD, really helping. Go carnivore and all that stuff will go away. You see, doing a lot better on a drug. You're right. It's a drug. Zera Healing, it's a drug, and you're going to keep your child always drugged out. That's the problem, Jay. Chadluck, drugs will keep you down. You'll keep you addicted. You want to be done with that. Fatty meat, salt water. That is the way. Then you don't. ADHD, believe me, I've had it. Dyslexia, ADHD, OCD, depression, anxiety, suicidality, criminality. Been there, done that. But what I've learned is that they're feeding us a crock of shit. They're trying to keep us down, weak and meek. Done with that, right? Cordelia, thank you for stopping in. Michelle F., thank you from New Zealand. How you doing, my friend? Great day from New Zealand. Consuming protein powder is deadly. It's like sugar. You see, amino acids are mostly glucogenic. Some of them are ketogenic, and some of them are both. But basically, they all break down to sugar, and they have to be converted to fat in the liver, or you die. Donnie, Miss T is excellent. Let's see, DB from DC, my friend. Good morning. How you doing? It's a great day. Erica Cargill, I love the TV series, reversed TV series on Carnivore. You got to check it out. Ken Berry, Anthony Chafee, Bella Ma, Kelly Hogan, Tony Hampton, and more. Oh, Phil Ovadia and more. Let's see, Dad Bosworth, good evening from North Queensland, Australia. Carnivore, 4 years, sugarcane farmer. Again, people are going to use the drug sugar, right? It's there. And I even use some from time to time, but I'm really great at minimizing, but I maximize the faith in God. I maximize one meal a day or none, and I maximize eating fatty meat, salt water. Right on. Almost done with my 30 days of FMSW. It's a lie that the fitness industry tells you to eat more protein to build muscle. It's a big lie. You don't need it. You don't need it. Lift something heavy every day. And the biggest thing heavy you lift is your worry. Your worry. Why are you worrying? Worry. That's why I open up the Christ-based teachings and I just go like this. And I go like, I open up the page and I go like, all right. Our problems grow out of our own false beliefs and limited viewpoint. Answers come through an attitude called prayer. But prayer is not, please fix this. It's thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for this day and all things in my life. Right, Kristen? Absolutely. Case of the gout yesterday, absolutely horrible pain. Yes. Interesting enough, gout is glycation due to a high protein, high sugar, low fat diet and eating 3 to 6 meals a day. It's so simple. The attitude we are opening up our thinking and letting the light of divine wisdom and love filter through. We can attain this attitude through using a simple statement of truth called an affirmation and thinking and speaking it through until the ideas it contains are deeply ingrained in us. We realize that we have protection, guidance, sustenance, and inspiration every day, every week, and every month, and eternally when we can reach and sustain the level of consciousness suggested by our affirmation. The Bible teaches us that we are children of the light, and the words walk in the light indicate that we can sustain the prayer consciousness of light that we experience in our moments of inner communion. What is light? Light is vibration, and it's within each and every one of you. Light is the spirit made visible. Light is the presence of God in manifest, visible form. Light moves at the speed of 186,000 miles per second. A light year is the distance a beam of light travels in 1 year. The mind grasps that. You are the infinite. And Dad Bosworth, thank you so much for sharing that. Again, listen, you can have some sugar in a plant from time to time, but if you have a little bit of heroin, cocaine, like it might be the last time, don't touch it. And psilocybin, ayahuasca, and microdosing to treat disease, okay, temporarily, while you're simply eliminating the drugs, all right, the plants. This be the predator, and you and I be the prey. It's so simple. It's crazy. I stick to bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and salt. I stay away from fish. I personally don't love it. Jocelyn, how you doing, my friend? God bless you, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Starling Africa. Butter, however, increase sexual drive. It does. It does. And again, be kind, generous, and loving to all humanity. All humanity. Start a good, not good thing. Starling Africa. Let's see. I like butter over increased sexual drive. Are you looking to do it or are you looking to not do it? Let's see here. Where are we at here? Starling Africa, smile in life. Cal, good morning. Jocelyn, be always grateful through whatever you are going through because things will change in a way we'll never expect. I know it. Karen Reeves, how you doing? Granddaughter's going into medical research. They're teaching how harmful seed oils are now. Plant oils are deadly. Don't touch it. Gout. Gout is secondary to a plant protein-based diet, lean meat. You got to eat the fatty meat. And amino acids from proteins go to the liver via insulin that converted to fat. It's as simple as that. That's it. And fat is the fuel. And visceral fat is not the cause of disease. It's the plants that you're eating and the lean meat you're eating that causes the damage and disease. That's as simple as that. And amino acids glycate and damage the liver. And when your liver function goes down, the glucose and insulins go up because the liver's job is to convert amino acids and simple sugars to fat via insulin. Simple. So simple. That's it. Good day, my friends. Stay strong, live long. Morning, Doc. Love your dose of inspiration. Greetings from the future down under in Sydney. My friends in Sydney, Australia, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. We should do a live or a interview. We want to talk to everyone and anyone in this globe to share their stories, how we're all being inspired by God's work, God's words within us. That's it. All right. Anthony, good morning to you. Alan, Dina, good morning. Good morning. I was believing Sure Fuel is us until I came across our YouTube channels. Sugar is not our fuel ever. Glucose is not the fuel for the mitochondria. There's no metabolic switch doesn't exist. We burn fatty acids, acetyl-CoA from fatty acids. And if you don't have fat on your body, and if you're anorexic, bulimic, or you're cachectic or sarcopenic, then it's a high chance that you're going to drop dead fast. Let's see. Again, these ideas are radical, but glucose is for glycosylation. And if you look up glycosylation, just Wikipedia, look up glycosylation, is the reaction which a carbohydrate or glycan is a glycosyl donor is attached to a hydroxyl or other functional groups of another molecule, a glycosyl acceptor, in order to form a glycoconjugate. In biology, but not always in chemistry, glycosylation usually refers to an enzyme catalyzed reaction, whereas glycation, also non-enzymatic glycation and non-enzymatic glycosylation, may refer to a non-enzymatic damaging reaction. Again, there's N-linked, O-linked, phosphoglycans, C-linked glycans, and glycation. Again, glycosylation is critical. Glycation is damaging and deadly, and it happens secondary to a plant-based, protein-based, lean meat diet and eating 3 to 6 meals a day. That's it. Sugar is not the fuel, fat is. And visceral fat and subcutaneous fat and intramuscular fat and bone marrow fat is not the cause of disease. You're building the fat in order to fuel the mission of a famine, right? Or of reproduction. That's it. A.N. Adina, good morning. Alexandra, Nikki Douglas, how you doing, my good friend? It's a great, blessed day today. PLC 865, thank you. Jason Danger, morning, Kiltz. Good morning to God's paradise. Hexander, good morning. All carnivore has me early to bed and early to rise. I go to bed at 9, up at 3. I slept into 4 today. I've got calls between 6 and 8. I got to get to the office here in Sarasota, getting it ready for retrievals and transfers very soon. The embryology team is getting the lab ready and almost there. Excited. Is it easy? No, it is not. But hard is something each and every one of us can do. You got to be good at hard. And glucose is not the energy for your body. Your body doesn't make glucose and then fuel the mitochondria. Your body uses glucose, galactose, and fucose as glycosylators. And look up glycosylation. And we're going to be talking more about that. Bill Abbott, good morning. Transform Your Life by Gish Kilsang. I think you'd like it. I'll check that one out. Maybe I've read it before, but Transform Your Life. Look at Kiltz's Living Your Best Life. Absolutely. Carrie Fillings, how you doing? New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Hey, Carrie, how are you? It's a great God-given day. Mama Poppins, good morning. It's a great day. Another favorite book of mine is The Gift of Spirit. It's a selection from the essays of Prentice Mulford. Let's see here. The sum of substance of all that we have put out in this book is based on these two truths. Magic is an intelligent use of the thought force belonging to us and about us, exactly as the element of electricity, not long since quite unknown, is today unutilized for many practical purposes. Magic. Thought can be accumulated and stored by the individual or group of individuals. Its quality and power can be continually increased by the individual or group of individuals. Its power to bring material things to pass depends upon its quality. The quality of one person's thought may be far finer and more powerful than that of another. If your thoughts are negative, worry, fearful, you will get exactly what you worry about. If it's positive, loving, kind, and generous, you will bring that about in the universe and hold that and don't let it go. Thank you, Mama Poppins. Good morning to you, Rachel Adair. When healing hormones, is fasting a good idea? Fasting is lasting for men and women, boys and girls. Fasting is critical, I think, in life in order to remove to see. What you want to do is you want to empty the gut, empty gut, full life. That's my good friend SC3 Steve, Captain Carnivore Conover. Haven't seen him a little, but he's out there. And Chucky, my good friend, say hi to Chucky too. But basically, by fasting for at least 3 days, I recommend once a month. If you do a 5 to 7 day fast for once or twice a year, that's another really great one. You want to empty the gut completely so that your body is not grabbing amino acids and sugars from the gut. The fats have already been taken in the lymphatics, but your liver still has to convert the amino acids and sugars to fat in order for you to survive. And remember, adipose tissue, fat cells. When I talk about fat making sugar, we're not talking about fatty acids, a 2-carbon bond, but I bet it does. But my point is that fat tissue, adipose tissue, contains the glycerol and the long, short, and medium chain triglycerides, fatty acids, which are critical for your survival. Without it, you're dead. And we store fat in our viscera, in our renal areas, our retroperitoneal spaces, because fat is so important for survival. Brown fat, beige fat, critical, and white fat, all of those things are part of the human makeup. That's it. And the mighty mitochondria is the energy producer of your body, and it keeps you alive. And if the mitochondria are damaged, you die, the cell dies, or it converts to cancer. And if you look at Otto Warburg and Thomas Seyfried's work, really, really, Ravenous is a great book. We read that a few months ago. Good Morning Healing, Healing, Healing. Mama Poppins, thank you very much. Check out Kiltz's books on Amazon. The one book that's not on Amazon is the one that Maria Emmerich helped us put together on a Keto Carnivore for Fertility cookbook. Yes, both. Claire, how you doing? Coco, how you doing? Happy Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. Every day is a beautiful day, right on. Francis C. Rodriguez. Francis Rodriguez, good morning to you. Paulette Hasty. It's a great day in God's paradise. And I love going to Wikipedia, so much great stuff. And then I'm constantly downloading papers and constantly sharing ideas. I'm really working on the glycobiome and how the glycobiome is what keeps you and I alive. And you see, it's the sugars that are critical for evolution. And my bet is the MTHFR gene mutation is simply an environmental a mutation because of what you're eating. It's not, it's epigenetics. Remember, it's a change in the genes that you aren't born with because the sugars are damaging you, causing glycation. Dandry, how you doing? My mom addicted to sugar. She died with dementia. Linda McAllister. So many of our relatives have experienced that same thing. So much addiction to sugar. Listen, minimize or eliminate the sugars. And even, again, all the fake sugars and the amino acid sugars, fatty meat, salt water. That's it. Bill Abbott, how you doing? Transform Your Life by Gish Kilsong. Gisha, again, Hayes, good morning to you. Rachel Adair, my pleasure, by the way. Stay strong, stay strong, live long. Happy to have a chat, Dr. Kiltz. Initially, curious more than anything, and now wouldn't need anything other way. I know it's like we go like I'm curious. Stay strong, live long. And again, who's the leader of your life? God is. I don't care where you are in this beautiful world. God is the leader of your life. And if you simply look in the mirror, there, she, he, it is. I don't care. I love my Topo Chico and Gerolsteiner. We are so blessed in this world to have so much at our fingertips. And you go online and you could read anything. You could write a book. You could put things together. It's so amazing and magical. I traveled down to Sarasota. I brought about 100 of my papers that I've been reading, and really excited about always reading something new and different. And my bet is that, again, excessive amino acids and sugars are not good for us. Stay strong, live long. We'll get it connected, my friend. Absolutely. Annie Disco, good morning. Do you travel when There are fragrance and chemical. Let's see. How do you travel when there are fragrance and chemicals are everywhere, even in five-star hotels and restaurants, destroying your endocrine system? How to protect yourself from it? I don't live my life thinking I'm being destroyed wherever I go. I just don't. You know what? The sun can kill you. And I go out in the sun. And so, if you're noticing things that are harmful for you, walk away. That's okay. But life is just such a pleasant, amazing thing that we're living, even in the hardships, the challenges. I don't get all like, oh my God, they put seed oils and like, okay, it's so small and minimal. I always go for the steak and I say, okay, black and blue, pretty much raw. Oh, don't cook it, bring it out like that. But yeah, I don't worry about those things because I don't think that's our real problem. The problem is what you put in your mouth more than anything in your mind and all that worry. Oh my God, worry, 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 worry. Why? Don't do that. But yeah, it's like if you go to a place that you're feeling uncomfortable, walk away, go somewhere else. That's it. Beautiful night. Sad to leave this chat. Got to sleep. Get to sleep, Jocelyn. Sweet dreams, my friend. God bless you. Stress over things. Don't stress over things you cannot control. But in fact, you control everything because it's only a thought away. God gives you everything not to stress, but to sort of caress. Don't distress, caress. Caress the thing that you're worried about. And just imagine the beauty that God has given you to play with it, right? Holly Kennedy, Carnivore 2 months starting meds for retrieval this week. Nice, Holly. We're going to get you that baby. KC, been on Carnivore almost 4 months. The phenomenal results in a consistent period after 90 days focusing on eating. I began to lift weights. I have yet to have a period. Help PCOS, plant-caused ovarian sickness. It'll take 3 to 6 months. It might take even more than that, but don't give up on that, Casey. And sometimes the damage was so great, you might need a little bit of letrozole, clomid, or gonadotropins. You might. And for some people, the damage is even worse than that. That's it. Hope. Can you make video on GOTUS? GOTUS? I'm not sure what that is. Vitamin H. GOTUS. GOTUS. You got to have faith in God every day. Right on. All right. Sucrose is a disaccharide, is a sugar composed of glucose and fructose subunits. It is produced naturally in plants, fruit. So if you eat a lot of fruit and honey, you're getting fructose and sucrose and glucose. Right on, is the main constituent of white sugar. It has the molecular formula C12H22O11. I know. Goats. On goats. What about goats? Goats are good. Love to eat goats. For human consumption, sucrose extracted and refined from either sugarcane or sugar beets. Sugar mills, typically located in tropical regions near where sugarcane is grown, crush the cane and produce the raw sugars. See, I minimize the sugars. I maximize the fatty meat. I work to eat one meal a day, and I go on a 2 to 3 day fast once a month, 3 to 4 times a month, and a 5 to 7 day fast twice a year. It's coming up. Let's see. As a YouTuber who's carnivore raw meat eater, and he reviewed you. Oh, was that any good? I don't know. I should check him out. I should check out YouTube carnivore. His name, what's his name? Carnivore Goats is Gersh Hayes, Goats. Again, vitamin H. Can you make a video on GOTUS? I'll check him out. Also, awesome. Listen, I love listening to people, and I'm a little crazy. You know that, right? Born in LA, kicked out of school in a gang, couldn't read, father in jail. 18th Street, Inano. And not that I'm recommending getting in a gang, but this is the tribe, right? The Bella Steak and Butter Gang. Well, Kiltz's Mighty Tribe, KMT. We're tribal in nature. We're ancient hunters. That's who we are. We hunted meat, and then we started eating the plants, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, caffeine. That's it. KMT, yes. My mom, listen, we're all been addicted on sugars, and we love sweet things, do we not? Every single day. Slipknot video released by a woman saying she has stage 4 and has months to live with the carnivore diet. Yeah, fasting. Absolutely. Fasting and carnivore are the best things you can do because the plants and proteins contain the sugars that glycate and damage our body. That's it. You see, we did not have access to any significant or frequent plants or meat for the first 3.5 million years, I imagine. And so we went a lot of fasting. Fasting is lasting, and life is good. All right. Let's see. How we doing? Mag, P. Sarek, how you doing? Alexander Hercules, what do you think about mustard? Minimize the mustard. Don't use it very often. Susan, Sistar, I do some mayo and sour cream and salt when I occasionally have some French fries. We go to Sophie's at Saks Fifth Avenue in Sarasota. It's a really great little restaurant, and they make the best sliders but I take the burger with cheese, and they put bacon and some really crispy onions, and I put sour cream and mayonnaise and salt. My God. Holly Kennedy, thank you. Check out Kiltz and Emmerich's cookbook, Keto Cookbook. She's amazing. She is amazing. Question: is it better to get normal liver from the butcher that ain't organic nor grass fed? Is it better to get it? I don't know. It's just get liver. And if you go to Walmart or Costco or get some good meat out there. Again, you don't have to worry so much about is it grass fed or grain fed, or is it like fed at all? Eat the fatty meat, be fit. That's it. And I love liver. Absolutely. I love foie gras. Hudson Valley foie gras. It's the best. We should all be going online to Hudson Valley foie gras. It's the very, 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 very best. Thank you for getting the Kiltz's and Kiltz's Emmerich's, right? Contact her and give her some help. Love to reach out. Always love to reach out. Give her my information. Have her check out my stuff, Slipknot. She changed her channel name to her husband's name, Mike Sloan, because she wanted to give her channel to him. Nice. But again, fatty meat, salt water, and faith all the way. You have to have faith in God, because God is within all of us. God is us. And when we share faith and love and kindness and generosity and hope and happiness, but Slipknot, share my stuff with her. Have her reach out. Love to connect. KMT in the morning, the afternoon, the evening. Get on it. Enjoy it. God is good. Fasting while pregnant. Yes, Holly, I think fasting is still magical. See, when they tell you have to eat 3 to 6 meals a day when you're pregnant, they're wrong. They're wrong. I don't agree with it. Fatty meat, salt water, stay on the baby's way. When you're pregnant, when you're not pregnant, when you're breastfeeding, when you're not breastfeeding, when your child is done breastfeeding, your child should go on the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, and enjoy it, by the way. Absolutely. Fasting while pregnant. Love it, Holly. I think, again, the many, many, many animals. See, we get fat to fast. Fat to fast. A good time to fast is today. Don't eat today. Don't eat tomorrow. Don't eat Wednesday. But again, fat tissue contains amino acids, simple sugars, the minerals and vitamins. They're all stored in the adipose tissue. I don't care if it's visceral, if it's intramuscular, if it's subcutaneous, if it's bone marrow fat. Fat is so critical to carry in your body. And fat is not inflammatory. It's the plant sugars in the gut. It's the poopy, smelly shit that you're carrying around because you're eating a plant-based lean meat diet. You see, fat suppresses inflammation when you eat it. That's so critical. Absolutely. Send her a comment. Hopefully she will contact you. Yes, Slipknot, please have her contact Kiltzy. And again, tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'm in Sarasota for today. Tomorrow, 6 a.m., Sarasota, Atlanta, Syracuse, and amazing teams everywhere doing the work to help build the CNY fertility. And it's not always perfect, but we're doing our best to improve and create and do better every day. Let's see. Do you recommend any supplements to take, Doc? I like the liver and organ meat supplements, but if you're a vegan vegetarian, then look at our molecular fertility supplements, which are prenatals for men and women, ovarian bloom, all of those. Can be very helpful. All right, life science. Carrie, how you doing? Carrie piling. When you fast, you're only drinking water during that time, nothing else. That's correct. I do Gerolsteiner water. I'd like some, that's kind of what I do, but I don't drink a lot of water. Less water, too much water is diluting. It's not good. Update your knowledge. I'm constantly reading, by the way, Stay Strong and Live Long. I'm constantly reading. I always got papers I'm carrying with me, books I'm carrying with me. They're on my iPad, my phone. They're everywhere. Kindle, or I just downloaded a paper, or I'm watching or listening to something inspiring, because you need to listen and be inspired by something out there in life. That's it. And there's so much. Again, you see, you got to put yourself in a fearful, worrying place where you're afraid to do something, and then just go do it anyway. That's it. I was afraid to learn how to fly an airplane, so I learned to fly an airplane. I bought an airplane. Then I learned to fly a jet. I bought a jet. I'm constantly learning, and moving forward every single day. Every single day. Joe, is it okay to melt beef tallow and bacon fat into ground beef? Oh, yes, more fat. Absolutely. You got to add more fat. Fat is where it's at. Without fat, your fertilizer fast. And again, this idea that visceral fat is not the cause of disease, subcutaneous fat is not the cause of disease. But if you're carrying it and you're still carrying on your same conundrum of a bad diet, which is basically fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and lean meat, you got it. Too much water, Mary McCarthy. Well, that's a tough one, but I drink a mineral water, and I'd say I do a liter a day, but don't carry around water and drink it all day, and especially water without minerals in it. That's not good for you. You got to get the mineral salt waters for sure. But again, we're taught to do things that are not good for us, and that's it. I absolutely add the beef tallow and more fat for sure, and keep reading, carrying around books, buying books, go to the library, download them. Audible books are great. I love Audible. I've been finishing up the book by Jane Buxton. I'm taking a while on that one. Is The Great Plant-Based Con. But if you look at Anthony Chafee's got a Patreon book club that's really great. Another great one. Good morning, Jonah Farrell. How you doing, FD? Have a great day, my friends. I'm closing up in a couple of minutes. Thanks for stopping in. Receipt, Caesar Zoravali. Good morning to my friend. Good afternoon, good evening, all around the globe, by the way. It doesn't matter where you are. Let's see, the Carnivore Lioness, Vitamin K2 and Calcium Paradox is a great book. Yeah, I'll check that out. Again, you don't need to focus on minerals and vitamins. Just eat the fatty meat, the organ meats, and drink some water, but not too much, and enjoy the day, and don't forget the salt. Punish. I'm listening to Lord of the Rings. It's about the journey. It's all about the journey. That's a Lord of the Rings is another good one. I'm going to have to listen to that one again. It's been a long time. Blessings in this upcoming week. Glendale, Arizona. Catherine Schwoer. How you doing, Catherine? Stay strong and live long. Fat intake is why I switched to higher fat ground beef. We still have the nutty 5-star system in Australia. 5 stars. It's almost no fat. Again, they're trying to kill you, by the way. Low fat is deadly. You want to feed fat to your children. It's critical for anti-inflammatory, and it fuels the Ferrari. Where do you get minerals to add to your? Well, I use Gerolsteiner. I use Gerolsteiner water, but I just buy Malden and Redmond sea salt and throw it in there. I think it's got all you need, a little bit, not too much. But eat the fatty meat, the bone marrow, the bone broth. It's really great. Stay strong, live long, a busy body, multitasker, carnivore. The same way, it's our energy on carnivore. Listen, when you go carnivore, you're like, I get everything done. But I take naps. I take 1 to 3 naps a day. Comment this 1.4 thousand on our list. Last video message may be lost amongst the others. Josephine Dumatal. Have a great day ahead, Doc, from the Philippines. Let's see. Cordelia. The elderly folks in my life would go, well, you're going to share with them. We're going to share that all of our listen, in all the what are they called? Memory homes, right? You're gonna, memory homes. Let's feed all of our children, our young and old, fatty meat, salt water. Everyone loves bacon and eggs. Get rid of all the vegetables. Stop putting the vegetables on the plate. It's deadly. Fruits and vegetables are deadly, deadly, deadly. Susan Arellano, something, Alabama. Susan, awesome. Thanks for stopping in. Jennifer Slipknot, try to reach out, and then when she does her next video, post your message. Absolutely. Johnny Johnson, have a great day, my mighty friends, the mighty tribe. See you tonight, 7:30 p.m. God bless you, my friends. Love you, love you, love you, and love you. Look in the mirror and say those words. Love you, love you, love you. That's all.